Welcome everybody to the latest edition of the NFL Draft Geek Film Room. I'm Brian Johannes, and today we're going to look at a cornerback out of Penn State. We're going to look at Amani Oruwriye and kind of highlight some of the different plays in this game. It just kind of illustrates the type of player that he is. So if you're not familiar, like I just said, a couple plays here and there. Just to kind of get you a feel. He's a senior, so he's going to be in this 2019 NFL Draft. So it's a great way to get an early look at him before the season starts. Just kind of get a feel as he goes through the season and then enters the pre-draft process. So let's go ahead and get things started. And the first clip that I want to show you is right here. Oruwriye is usually plays the field side. So if you're not familiar with that is, it's usually the wide side of the field. You got your boundary over here is the short side. Usually this guy's kind of more one-on-one. The field you kind of have typically more of your safety over the top. But he typically goes side to side depending on where the wide side of the field is. And the thing I like about him is he's not this ultra twitchy type athlete, but he shows a great ability to always stay on top, and his technique, I think, is one of the best I've seen, at least in this class so far. So what's going to happen is this receiver, he plays a lot of off. He'll play some press, but I'd say he's mainly in this position. He does a great job of staying on top of the receivers and just reacting. I know this pass came out here, so it's kind of irrelevant. But if we look at the route once again, he's staying on top of his guy. And he's able to make that read. Okay, drops back, reads the break inside, and he's able to accelerate and cover him up. And you see that a lot with him. He's always on top. He's always in a position to make that reaction and stick with that receiver. We see it again with this next clip. He's up here at the top, and this led to a sack. And a lot of it is because him and the rest of the secondary had such good coverage. So he's up here at the top once again, the field side. As we see, he's able to stay on top, able to react. And it doesn't look like much, but it's just that ability to kind of just, that technique and that patience. You know, he's not making that quick move. He's letting the receiver make that move first. And then he's able to react with that. And he's able to stick with him, and they got a coverage sack out of that reason. There was no receivers open. Oruwriye did his job of shutting down his receiver. Okay, a couple more clips. We got... excuse me. Okay, he's right here, kind of playing, right off the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of traffic going on. But once again, he just shows the ability to stay on top of that receiver. I know the clip kind of froze up there for a second. But he's able to just stay on top, stay patient, let his receiver make that play, make that move, and then he's able to ride with him. And you see right here, and I know the ball went opposite, but he's staying on top, and he's right behind, not on top, but he's right there, step for step with this receiver. He stayed on top, let him make his move, turned and ran with him, and, covered him up once again. Okay. Another example of that is right here. Okay. They're down along the goal line. Okay. He's right here. He's just, once again, technique, patience, staying on top. Okay, the ball's thrown up, and then he's able to go make a play on it. Okay? So if we show that clip once again, I back up a little bit further yet too. Okay, as we see up here at the top, able to stay on top of the receiver. React. He slips a little bit, still has the wherewithal, to stay there, go up, and get the ball. So that technique, that patience, is really showing up. He's got good ball skills too. That's the thing about him. You saw him make that play right there to break up that pass. He had an interception later on in the game where he went and the receiver went up to, he kind of pushed him along the sideline. The receiver had to jump up to try and make a play, hit off his hand, and Oruwriye was able to go up, get that ball, get his feet in bounds for an interception, kind of in that red zone area. So he's got the ball skills, and it's going to show here. So if we watch this clip, he's going to react up to the ball. He's playing off, reacts up to the ball, and is able to separate it from the receiver. Okay, if we watch that again in slow motion, let me slow it down real quick. Okay, if we watch this, he's falling back. Okay, sees the pass come, and he's able to come in, and then he attacks that ball. The receiver still had the ball out away from his body. He's able to come in with that offhand, that offhand, and then just swat it away, get it out, cause the incompletion. A lot of times we think of ball skills, we think of interceptions and jumping up and making these catches. The ability to play the ball like that and separate it, that's another way, another great trait that a lot of good cornerbacks have. There's a lot to like about Oruwriye. He's 6'1", 201 pounds, so he's got good size. Like I said before, he's not an elite, twitchy type athlete. He's not going to be confused from Marshawn Lattimore or Denzel Ward, two guys that have come out of the Big Ten in the last couple of years. But he's always under control, and he's always playing with good technique and showing that patience. And he's got enough athletic ability to make a difference. I think he's a guy that could easily push to be a first-round pick. I wouldn't say he's a top 10, top 15, but I could definitely see him being a mid to late first-round pick. I could see him for sure being a second-round pick. So there's a lot to like about him. I think he can play in many different schemes. He could play in a lot of press, he played press in this game at various times and was able to turn and run with receivers. He's able to run on the drag routes and that. They played him in off coverage a lot, and he's able to react to the ball, react to that receiver. So that's definitely going to help. I don't think you're going to run into a team that he doesn't fit in, and that's tremendous skill set to have, because your value is going to be so much higher, and you don't fall in the draft because you only fit certain schemes. So I like him a lot. Definitely a cornerback to watch in this class, and keep an eye on him as the season goes on. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. The best way to get this is to subscribe. So hit that subscribe button. You'll get all my videos. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at draft_Brian. Make sure you're hitting up NFLDraftGeek.com for all your draft needs. Updated daily basis. We're 24/7, 365 days a week. So new content every day, all year long. So make sure you're hitting this up. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed.